What's going on, YouTube? My name is Mike, and I own a carpet cleaning company, a home service company, and I want to teach you how I scaled my business up to full capacity. Actually, I had 3 trucks at one point, and I want to show you how to grow to fill up your calendar and make, $100,000, $200,000 a year in your trade, whether it's carpet cleaning like me, or pool cleaning, or a plumber, or a garage door installer, or whatever the case might be. Okay, so but the first step is my mindset. I worked for someone else before I started my carpet cleaning company. And to be honest with you, I wasn't even really trying to start a carpet cleaning company. What had happened was I was working at a bakery, and I was buying and selling cars on the side, and I came across an old carpet cleaning van and machine for sale. And since when I was a kid, I had done carpet cleaning with my father. You know, uh, I figured I'd buy it, clean it up, because I knew a little thing or two about it and a little mechanical knowledge, and I was just going to sell it to a carpet cleaner. Well, anyway, I started doing some friends, and I started learning how to do digital marketing, and next thing I know, I blew up. It took a while. My first year I did 24,000. My second year I did 91, and then my third year I did $251,000 in sales. Then I crashed out of the game, and then had to rebuild my company from scratch, from literally $0. I had to ride a bicycle to work, or working at a grocery store. I had to declare bankruptcy, but I did it. I built it back up, and within my first month, I was doing over 10,000 in sales. Okay, so when you start from ground zero, you're not going to be able to do that in the first month unless you dump a whole lot of funds into advertising. But it's possible. So I want to show you how to avoid that learning curve, because it took me almost 2 years to figure out how to do digital marketing right and to scale. I want to be able to get you in front of that, get you taught within the first, however long it takes, 30 days or so. And I want you to be at full capacity within the first 12 calendar months of your operation from day one. And that's doable, maybe even 6 months. Maybe you can do it in 9. But if you have the right strategy and the right information from day one, which I didn't, you can do that. It took me several years and tens of thousands of dollars worth of mistakes. Okay, so one of the first things that I want to talk about that you should do is one, you're going to have to focus on reviews. You're going to have to pay to play. Okay, you're going to have to get on all the platforms, Yelp, Google, Facebook, Instagram. You're going to have to get hip to that stuff if you're not already acquainted with it. Okay, so I'm going to show you all that. I'm going to have a video for each topic. I'm going to have a video for, and there's going to be a link in the description to my school. I'm not sure how I'm going to structure that yet. This is my first video. I'm probably going to have a free community version, and then paid access to the actual course that's going to teach you how to make unlimited potential, whatever it is in your niche, right? So for me, carpet cleaning, 15,000 a month is good. If you really want to raise prices and expand your knowledge base a little bit more, you could probably get to like 20,000 a month in sales. That's kind of pushing it, though. Maybe you can get a little higher, depending on your neighborhood. But it's easy. You can make $250,000 a year in your whatever your trade might be. So one of the first things I want to focus on is your mindset. So you have to get it in your head that you have to be willing to lose it all. So if you currently are working a minimum wage job somewhere, maybe like at a grocery store or gas station, maybe it's late night, you're watching this or whatever. Maybe it's during the day, maybe you're on a break. I want you to know that you can do it. You can definitely do it. So first you got to get your mindset, then you have to get your skill set. And one of those skill sets is digital marketing, to be able to market your new service. You have to market yourself. And, to be honest with you, I want you to bypass that whole learning curve, because it's already hard enough taking the risks, and it's already hard enough learning the skill set, and then creating the mindset that yes, you're not going to fail, that you're going to go all in. You have to be willing to go all in. And I say that again, I'm going to say that again. You have to be willing to put everything into this. And that's the only way it's going to succeed. Only way this is going to work is if you put everything into it. And honestly, if you're not willing to pay service providers like Facebook, Instagram, Yelp, Thumbtack, Groupon, whatever, to get clients, you're not going to be able to scale as quickly as I want you to. You're not going to be able to scale rapidly, because when I first started, I would ask other business owners, and they would honestly tell me ridiculous things. Now, like I said, I believe in God, and I'm not a super religious person, but I do believe in prayer, And I asked the guy, I go, hey, Mike, how did you start your business? How did you grow your business so large? And he goes, oh, I just prayed about it. Like, it probably took him 6 months to reach full capacity 6 years to reach full capacity on his first truck. He didn't divulge that information to me, but he probably could have done it in a less amount of time if he was willing to pay for advertising and marketing. And that's what I'm suggesting here today, that you're willing to pay to play, get in the game, but you're going to have to run the numbers. So what if you pay $1,000 a month to a platform that brings you $3,000-4,000 in sales? Like, that's not your money. You got to detach yourself from money. There were several months where I made $30,000, $40,000, and that's not my money. Even if I'm out there working for it and it comes, that's the business's money. There's necessary expenses. So if you want to make $10,000 a month and your ads are $1,500 for the month, that's the cost of doing business. So this is for people that have never been in business before. This is for people that are literally starting from ground zero. I started with $0. I was actually negative. I had to file for bankruptcy. So I was actually in the hole like 70 grand. But I filed for bankruptcy. I was working minimum wage. I paid for my bankruptcy attorney with 3 checks for my minimum wage job at Stater Brothers here in California. So don't tell me it can't be done. I got approved for a credit card the next day. I got a brand new. I got a new for me. I got a 2020 Chevy Express van for my work truck within that week. I put $3,000 down on it. Put all my equipment in there. I was on my bicycle bringing equipment home when I was building things and buying things for the business before it existed. I had a website up, taking appointments before I even had a work truck and the tools. I didn't even know if my machine was going to work. That's how, because my machine is the only thing that survived my debauch. Right? I had a life-changing incident, and my machine, which is a $20,000 carpet cleaning machine that my family had saved for me, is the only thing that saved me from not being able to do this. So this is my chance to give back. I'm going to create a school. You can find a link in the description on how you can scale your service-based business. I don't care what it is, because all my principles and my skill set and my technical, I'm going to divulge technical knowledge too on how to do Facebook and Instagram ads, which are vitally important, and all these things to you in the course down in the link in the description. So like I said, this is my first video. This is about developing the mindset, the skill sets necessary to build and scale a home service business. And like I said, I don't care if it's window cleaning, pool cleaning, plumber, carpet cleaner, garage door installer, any type of home service where you come out to a customer's home. That's what this course is going to be for. And it's going to be a very small course, but it's going to teach you how to circumvent the learning curve and the thousands of hours and years that I had to waste when if I would have got in front of it and gotten ahead of the game and knowing what I was doing from day one. And you're not going to find this information on the forums. I went in the forums on Facebook, the Facebook groups. Nobody wanted to give me an answer. Local business owners gave me the wrong direction. A lot of people will send you in the wrong direction. They don't want to talk about it. It's really weird how people don't really want to. Some people don't even know. Some people just did it the hard way. Some people just did it the hard way, where they took 6 years to build their business because they did it all by word of mouth. That's not what we're doing. We're not building. If you want to build your business by word of mouth, this is the wrong YouTube channel for you. This is a YouTube channel that's going to be for people that want to start a home service business and scale it as fast as possible. Okay? Like and subscribe. And go to the description below and check out the class.